Alright, welcome back to today's episode of Art Time, the second part, whatever you want to call it, where today we're going to finish this off. Now you might notice some characters look a little different. Maybe not as different, but it's different enough at least. I did the texturing and all that stuff. So now what we're going to do is finish off the rest of it via the background. Right, Cadillac? So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit complex and whatnot, but I have some things in mind to make this work. We're going to be doing some coloring first, obviously, and we're going to do some background stuff, but first things first, the vine. I have no clue how long this will take, and I don't have a lot of time, so we'll see what happens. Just exhausted as all hell today, so I don't know how this is gonna roll. Oops, I was supposed to save this, even though I don't know if I'm even going to fully utilize this fully just yet. So, yeah, anyways, here we are with the background, whatnot, yada yada. Not really much I can say here. I gotta try to get this done with tonight, in this episode. So, hopefully I can do that. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. But I was hoping to get more time, but apparently that's not gonna happen. This took a while, and also I had like a few other things that I set up here for that. That was a pain in the ass to try to like get right. But I managed, I think. At least, that's what Google says, and that's what some images that I found on it, Google Images says. And I would be more inclined to believe those than anything else. I just need to make sure that was, since that's most likely posted by those from Japan anyway, so it just makes it a little bit easier for me to get that done with. So yeah. Alright. The background is going to be completely different. If you've seen the thumbnail, you know what I mean by that. It's going to basically just be blue up top and red towards the bottom. Like a nice overlay or vivid light or whatever the hell it's going to be. But it's going to look like, more stylistic. Instead of like showing the background colors as is, most of this doesn't exactly matter that much. But I'm still going to try to do this anyways to keep it somewhat consistent. I don't think it's going to take that long, but it's hard to say really with these kinds of things. I have it a little over an hour. Just about, I'd say at the very least. So we'll see. No, not that one. You fool, this one. There we go. So, we just went down a little, trying to learn another language instance for like a short amount of time. Not really fully, obviously, because I still don't know how to like write it. Look, I struggle sometimes with English to make sure I get that 100% right. And you think I'm going to be able to learn another language? I'm at least trying to keep it somewhat authentic. You'll see what I mean. Whoops, wrong one. You'll see what I mean when I go up to the thing to show you it. But so this right here, from what I've typed in, means bloodbath. You probably can't really see it too well with the way this is set, but it's fine. It's supposed to mean bloodbath. Why exactly? Well, maybe it's like it's a billboard for something. I don't know. It's supposed to be a Macabre series, right? So yeah, that's what I have that set as, and it works for what I need it to be. Yeah, I know. I'm all over the place like per usual. Like always. Tired as hell. Barely able to keep up, but it's fine. It's fine because I am focusing on getting this done with. As much as I can get done. Surely it shouldn't take that long, right? Also, let me just check something. Okay, I just want to make sure, or was it 9, 3, 7? Okay, yeah, nothing occurred. I just needed to double check to make sure that the end escape thing was off. Which would have been annoying if it wasn't, but it's fine. So, yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. But I already made the, what do you call it, for this, so, I'm just making the episode here. Like I have said many times, I don't really need a reason to talk about stuff. I really don't. But I still do try to find some reason. Reasoning. Also, yeah, this is different. This is going to be interesting to see how the hell all these are going to turn out. Because obviously most of this isn't going to matter. Due to the way the thing is going to be set, most of it doesn't really matter. And we already got number 5. And that makes sense, right? We got our hands on like a significant portion of details in the back here that aren't going to get fully made yet. Nah, that's being reserved. But with, what do you call it in mind? Oof, man, I just wish I could speak. Wish I could speak today, but I can't because I'm so goddamn exhausted. I think I already filled that in, but I can tell. I can't tell right now. Ugh, man, I just don't know why. Why do I feel so tired? Brain scattered. Thoughts all over the place. English broken. Stuff like that. Maybe it's just because, we're just not really in it. Not really in it right now. Yeah. Look, I don't know. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what to talk about while we're trying to get this done with. Trying to keep up a conversation and whatnot. It is what it is. But at the same time, it's just... I don't know. I am so out of it. I'm like Markiplier in the most recent Go, My Favorite Sports Team podcast, except he's at least able to form an intelligible string of words. That's the word. String of words. That while it might sound legible, or whatever the word is I'm trying to come up with, it doesn't make any sense in the long run of things. Like what I am trying to do right now, we're trying to come up with more advanced words for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. We are tired as hell. Right, Kat? You're sitting there sleeping, standing up, while I'm just here struggling to get through the night. Also, we were kind of struggling beforehand trying to get like the kanji made. Trying to figure out what kanji was what and how the hell we were going to go about doing certain things. And that was fun. That was fun. And now here we are coloring and everything, trying to get all this stuff in and whatnot. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's all too much right now, at least. But I'm in it. I already have an episode made for the characters here, and I might as well just go full on out. Try to get this done with. As best as I can. So yeah, let's continue, if we can, brain. It also does not help that the entirety of work today was just tedious as all hell. Oh boy, was it tedious. Alright. Of course. I guess the real question is, do I want that or do I want to do it like this? That's a window. Maybe make this a bit... No, you fool. Anyways, this, if you haven't remembered, takes place in Tokyo. Or at the very least, from what I've seen of the images and from what I've seen of that show that this is inspired off of. It is essentially a city, right? A big city. There is also apparently schools there, but I have to imagine it's like, what? I don't know. Is Tokyo city or country? I could just look it up right here, right now. Is Tokyo a city or a state? That would be good. Referred to as a city, metropolis, prefecture? I have no clue. All I know is that apparently there is indeed, in fact, a school, from what I've typed in. I can't recall. There was a school in Tokyo Ghoul, right? Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen that, and I barely have any memories. All I remember from there was ghouls with, black around the white parts of their eyes and the red glowing eye. Now, I have something that's somewhat different. You know, Demon Slayer, with the way that they have kanjis in their eyes, the demons? That's what we have here for this. And there will be, like, symbols like that, and you can't see what his eyes look like from that distance, but it's fine. Same thing with her eyes over here, but you can see the red coming out of her eye right now. At least you knew that she was blue-eyed. But when you unleash your devil power, then that's that. Granted, I left his eyes like this for, just so we can see what that looks like. So we know, what he looks like beforehand. But that is stylistic, I guess, really. Alright, now for the board. The board's going to be a little bit different, but that's fine. I'm going to just have a board here. A board here. There we go. What is to talk about? Did you hear that they're now selling a free TV? That sounds too good to be true, right? That's because it is too good to be true. You get TV for free, but you have no privacy. That's essentially what that is, I believe. I don't exactly understand why there's just somebody out there, some group out there like, we're going to be so goddamn transparent that we're going to appear to be evil or whatnot. We know where you live. And I'm like, what, are you trying to be like those asshats who consistently uses everybody's data, but, you're actually being transparent about it? That doesn't change the fact that you're scummy. It's like Carter and Family Guy, who made everybody forget that he was a douche in Family by putting out a self-deprecating magazine cover himself when, they found out that he had the cure for cancer. Which, I imagine that's what most of these companies do. At least the ones that try to be more, devilish. Delightfully devilish, more. Good Lord! That's a good gourd. One thing I should... Fuck. Yeah, but that's what's happening right now. Is that a whisker? No, that's cat fur. That's right, cat. I pointed at you while you were asleep. You're not even paying attention. But yeah, freaking free TV if you don't mind your privacy being even more so removed. But I don't have to worry about that, for you see right here in the back, I have a TV already. I'm lucky enough to be able to afford a goddamn TV, even though nowadays things are getting a little bit expensive and it's getting difficult to try to keep up with certain things, apparently. So I guess I can understand why some people would probably be attracted to the allure of a free TV. One that constantly spews ads of some form, which is annoying, to say the least. I don't really like just consistent ads being broadcasted onto my goddamn, on like the bottom. Streaming service included. I haven't really done much in terms of TV watching in general. The only time I really have it on is for like Toonami or for the cat Mammal Planet. Or Animal Planet for those that don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Right, cat? Mammal Planet? The cat has Mammal Planet on in the background. What the hell? Okay, there you are. I was wondering where the hell you were and why I wasn't grabbing you. So yeah, the cat has to worry about that for the most part, but I don't think the cat even understands the concept of Animal Planet. I wonder if you just sit there and watch it. You're like engrossed in it. You're just like, yep, here I am sitting out on the edge of the bed or laying on the bed, just looking over at the TV doing its thing. It's some kind of noise, right? It's better than just sitting in the dark the whole time. Right, cat? Although I don't know why you just don't go to sleep when I'm going to sleep, so that you have like a good setup time going for sleep schedules or whatnot. But you do you, I guess. Alright, now we've got our windows over here. Oh, and there was also a window up here. How could I forget? Although that might not even be shown. Oh, it is shown. Good, great. Okay, good. Building number 7. Here we come. Bob's Burgers, here we come. Yeah, just imagine. I've not seen the Mario movie, but I've heard it's pretty good. I'm not really a movie person in general, so I probably won't go out of my way to watch it. I'm more of a game person than a movie person, in all honesty. You foolish fool. You clicked. I really wish there was a quick option. Like, you know how I just go and you can't see the window, of course, but how I just press B, press enter, and then that's how I get my, what do you call it? Or like, look, Ma, no mouse. All I did was press B, then press enter, and it stroke the entirety of that line there. Honestly, I feel like that's a million times better. Okay, now we're not there just yet, but here's a good question. How the hell is the sky here gonna look? I gotta remember that I have this here, though. I could just go on ahead, take this, and then call this kanji. Then just delete all of that, and we just leave this here. I'll still leave that there, but I'm going to at least do this so I can see where mostly everything is. Because like I said, this one is more stylistic. Is it all going to be stylistic? I have no clue just yet. But I'm trying to get as much as I can get done with within the span that I can get done with. Easier said than done. Yeah, if it's like most of it's going to be blue, then I feel like most of that should be simplistic enough in the way that it looks. That might be darkness, though. Matter of fact, I'm going to start off with darkness in the back. And then we're going to have a blood area down here in the darkness. Maybe not fully like that. But I could just do this. There we go. I have some things in mind, but I have no clue how the hell it's going to look just yet. Which is fine, because it doesn't matter just yet. Blood. I don't even know what the hell I'm saving here. I don't even know why I'm saving some of these swatches. But like I said before, we're going to be doing something else here. And you will see what that something else is soon enough. I'm going to get like 2 different one of these going so I can get the clouds appearance set better. Yeah, just like a bunch of clouds down in this direction. Remember, clouds usually, you see them in the horizon, you just see them like in a giant line in the horizon. That's what they usually look like. Get some of those clouds in. Yeah. Again, I have no clue how most of this is going to look, but it's fine, because it doesn't matter as much as you might think. So here we go now, with the shading and the texturing. Some of it should be as simple as that, really. There's going to definitely be more flowers and whatnot, like flower petals at the very least. Maybe, yeah, flower petals inside, or at least full-on flower. We could just use the flowers that we used for that bunny basket, i.e. the Made in Abyss. Not really fan art drawing, but technically still fan art, just in the form of a bunny dressed up as Nanachi, or at least with the helmet and the fur color. At least if I ever draw Nanachi in any drawing whatsoever, most likely gotta be safe for work for obvious reasons. That can't be any more obvious. And if I have to be any more obvious, well, I guess you either never heard about the series or have gone too far into the LOLI department, and you can no longer be saved. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can do for you. I was trying to replicate Ted with Sana-san, but I failed. I had it at first, but then I failed. You know how I had it, but then I failed it. That is my bad. I thought I could save you, but I didn't, and I'm still fucking it up. In the end, I'm still fucking it up. God dang it, oh, how the fuck do I keep letting this happen? Don't scatter, don't space. I have something else in mind for the flower here. Where is it? Where is the thing? E? Ah, yes, of course. E. And are you, yeah, angle Jared. I have no clue. Does that look good to ye? Can't say, really. I would say maybe if I put in a little bit of this now, going over it, but still keeping the other dynamic up. Maybe an overlay? Nah. I said nah. Man, you just don't want to cooperate, do you? Ooh. Hard to say, really. I don't even know if I have the flower thing connected, but I guess it doesn't really matter just yet. Well, as of right now, I'm just focusing on the shading and texturing of everything that I can get done with here. I'm in building 1D, apparently. Oh, yeah, because I started here, technically speaking. I got one with a thick top, one with a not-so-thick top. I don't think the shading here matters as much, but I'm still going to try to at least keep it somewhat reasonable. Yeah, I don't think this is going to take like a couple of hours like the last one did. Okay, why am I still in highlight? That is wrong. No wonder why something here felt wrong. I was in highlights. It's fine. I will go through these, fix them up again. Maybe I don't even need to fix them up. I just go through building 1D and just do this, even though I don't think that one... depends. Depends on where the hell the sun's at. I don't know where the light ray is going to be because this is, again, more stylistic now. So that means there's a chance that the sun ray here isn't even going to be a thing that needs to be set. There's still obviously going to be shadows and shadow rays and whatnot. I mean, I don't see why I can't just do that and just have it be in like a general space. But yeah. I'm not going to say that every single one of these are going to look like this exactly. Like, yeah, stylistic, showing off some, like, colors and whatnot. Depending on, like, the theme of certain episodes. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I can't say 100% for a fact what this is going to look like in the end. Because while the thumbnail is set, I am still making it. While you already see the thumbnail, the finished product, I don't see the finished product. I gotta work with what I've got, and then you'll get your finished product. Okay, that is trippy. It looked like I was shading that in, but I wasn't. Looked like I was shading that in as well, but I wasn't because of the way that was set. Now that, my boy, is what we call an optical illusion. Well, that's more like a graveled Flintstone-esque voice, but that's not what the... that still sounds like freaking, I don't know, Fred Flintstone. My version of Fred Flintstone, the one that doesn't sound like Fred Flintstone at all, except for the gravelly voice that he has. Fred Flintstone, but if he went through Vietnam, developed PTSD, and had a lot of gravelly voice yelling, trying to get orders out as everybody falls around him. The Bedrock Wars wasn't so kind to Fred Flintstone. And Barney Rubbles, too. Both of the men suffered. What the hell? Okay, you can barely see the lines there, but it's fine. Both me and Barney suffered in the Bedrock Wars. And for what? Mr. Slate to line his pockets? Or Slade? Slate? Slade is Teen Titans guy. The villain of that one. A grown man that for some reason is fixated on a teenage boy who's trying to lead his groups of superheroes. You gotta wonder why exactly... Okay, so not counting the Go shit. You gotta wonder in the beginning, when the first Teen Titans series started, not via comics, but more so via, the more anime-esque thing instead of the American-made animation. I forgot something here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Of course I did. Okay, it's fine. Riddle me this, Batman. Your boy Wonder was being targeted by a villain. Where the fuck were you? It's like trying... Wait, actually, that's a good question. Was Batman in the OG Teen Titans? You know, with, friggin... What do you call it? The animated appearance. We'll just call it the Teen Titans anime version, because it is kind of anime, despite the fact that it's not really made in Japan. Technically speaking, anime just means animation. You and me just know it as, you know, Japanese animated content. I guess the real question is, if my shows were to ever somehow get greenlit to be animated, would they even be considered an anime? Or if it was like animated by a Japanese studio but written by an American, would it still be an anime? Or would it be a Western cartoon, but in the style of an anime? Like the Boondocks. Although I don't recall if the Boondocks was made in America, or... Actually, I'll look that up. Sure, why not? Was the Boondocks made in America? Oh. Animation companies from America during Season 1 to overseas in Japan and South Korea from Season 2. Huh. Interesting. So it started in America with the animated look, and then it went over to Japan and Korea, and apparently the quality got better. Which, at this point, I expect nothing less. Not dogging on America, but it really just seems like we like doing things backwards ass stupid here sometimes, and I don't know why. It really just feels like that. Not to say that those two countries, areas, not to say that those two particular regions of the planet are any better. Honestly, I'm pretty sure everywhere sucks because everybody in power seems to be tripping on power. Doesn't matter where the hell you're from, somebody's tripping on power. Whether it be across seas or in your own backyard, somebody do be tripping on power. It sucks. Doesn't matter where you live. Some areas are worse than others. Some areas are better than others. So, I mean, that's pretty much implied there. I can't say what's better or what's not. I'd say America recently, with their homophobic and transphobic nonsense, has kind of been getting a little bit terrible. I think Japan is still kind of in the same boat. And Korea has half bad, and I don't even know what's going down in the south. I don't know what the hell else is going on out there in the world. The world is terrible, and not one that I want to go and, you know, look into to be depressed, because, here something terrible happens. Something terrible happens every goddamn day, somewhere, some way. Whether it be here or somewhere else. Something terrible always happens because we as a species are just fucking awful. Why are we so fucking awful? I don't know. Something about the duality of man, what is a man, yada yada yada, throws wine glass, gets out of throne, teleports, shoots fireballs, gets punched, turns into, I don't know what the fuck, then dies, and resurrect only to get killed by my own son. And maybe get resurrected again, I don't know what else occurs after that. I don't know if it's like you know, DC or Marvel situation where there's like different iterations of my particular bloodline, or if it's just, you know, continuation after that. That's a good question. Was I rebooted? Who am I? Where am I? Motherfucking Castlevania Dracula suffering from, what's the word? That's the Windows, but I guess that's fine. Suffering from dementia. And we just freaking have Alucard in a goddamn, pushing his father in a wheelchair. Dang old freaking, like, alright, father, it's time to go back in your coffin again. It's like, what is a man? Alright, father, time to go back in your coffin again. He just wheels him back to freaking the center of the goddamn castle. Yeah, there we go. Dracula, if he succumbed to human, old human ailments somehow. I'm sure there is some vampire equivalent of dementia. I have no clue. But it don't matter because we're worrying about devils right now. Or angels. Depends, really. Whose side are you rooting for? Angels or devils? Can't say for certain. Can't say for certain. Wait a minute. Yar days. I say as I fuck up the goddamn building placement. There we go. Good grief. Honestly, good grief sounds, more comprehensible to me, but that's because I'm an English speaker. Again, I still don't understand the sub versus dubs, especially since these series are more so, their subs are technically English with Japanese subs, while the dubs themselves... God damn it, I'm in highlight again. Fuck, it's fine. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It kind of matters. As I've stated before, most of that doesn't matter. But hey, like I said, I am creating it the way that I want to create it. I'm still going to try to go a little bit of the extra mile to put kanji in here. Am I going to learn any of this? Probably not. My brain can't retain the knowledge of that stuff. Sometimes my brain can barely contain the knowledge of most English words. There was a time in the past where, what the hell? Oh, right, that one. Right, that one's doing. Anyways, there was a time in the past where, I always forgot that to spell intelligence, you needed 2 L's, at least in the double L department. Intel, and then legend. Oh, great. Isn't that just wonderful? Now my brain's second-guessing the way I spell it. Right? What was it? I-N-T-E-L-L-I-G-E-N-T? Okay, good. Before my brain was like, E-G? No, I-G. I'm glad I still did it. I'm also glad I somehow managed to type that without looking. Well, I've gotten good at the typing like this. I don't do it like this. I do it like this. I've said it multiple times before, and I'll say it again. But that's how I basically have been typing. I've learned the position of the keyboard, but I've been using this for... Oh, wait, darkness. I'm looking for blood, but there's no blood. There's no blood that exists here, just darkness. It's going to be a lot of red here, though. But you're going to see what I mean. Wait, where's the kanji at? Oh, right, I removed it temporarily. To look at something. Yeah, that's the thing up there. Right, of course. Now, to be honest with you, I have barely any frame of reference to try to pit anybody up against anybody in this universe and the Tokyo Ghoul universe. It's hard to say who would win and who wouldn't win. So far, I haven't really done too much with these devils, so I don't know what kind of powers that they have in comparison to ghouls, so I don't know if they had powers or not. They must have had powers, right? They must have. I don't recall, but I think most of the main focus here with this particular series consists entirely... Now that one could probably be more concrete than bricks. But it consists entirely off of, body powers and whatnot. As I've stated before, he can use his blood, she uses her tears, she uses her hair. We don't know what she uses yet. He uses his muscle mass. He uses the Force, or some kind of equivalent to Force, and we don't know what he uses yet. And these guys just basically use the weapons that they have, but their mastery of the weapon makes them look and appear to be superhuman. But just like the femboy twink from Tokyo Ghoul, these characters are not immune to stuff like delimbing. Delimbment? What's the fucking word I'm looking for? Delimb. What is the thing? Tell me the thing, the word, definition. You're not... What the fuck is the word? It's not delimb, it's another word. Dismember. But that's not really limb specific. You know what I mean. I forgot, he got a leg and an arm cut off, did he not? Why am I asking you? When you don't even text. You don't even text. You used to call me on my cell phone. But now you don't call me anymore. We don't get comments. That seems to be a running theme to anything that I do for the most part. I don't get comments. I don't know why. I mean, I barely get comments. Even on DeviantArt, and the ones that I do get comments on, not a whole lot of them. But I'm still glad that I get some comments on there. It's just, wish I got more comments in general. On everything, not just of chair drawings. Yeah, but DeviantArt is kind of a shell of its former self. Way long ago, there used to be dozens upon dozens of comments. Not anymore, though. No, nowadays people just aren't as active anymore. Companies making dumb decisions, getting people to leave the platform. Some do, some don't. And there have been some that have left the platform for very specific reasons that I've seen. And they state that their artwork gets taken down. It's usually a case where you see them say, DeviantArt taking down my artwork again. And the artwork taken down was some teenager from an anime or a show or some sorts. Like, yeah, obviously. Unless the character is aged up canonically in the series, chances are it's going to get taken down. Look, the author's word is the author's word. If the author wants a character to be 15, they'll be 15. If they want to age him up to 18, then they can do that. At that point, it's fine because now the character is of age. Morally correct or not, I have no clue. All I know is 18 is the limit, and I still draw those particular characters no matter what. Because there's a limit. Not to say that we also shouldn't just draw like MILFs and whatnot. Like what I did with Ori from Gridman. I barely see anything of her. There's barely anything on Rule 34 of her. You can't even look up her name normally. You literally have to look up Riku's mother, or whatever that girl's name was. I could probably freaking look it up. Oh my god, with the update. Never mind, I'll install now so this stupid fucking phone stops trying to update. I updated it once before. There was an episode where I updated it. I think it was this episode, this part before. And it was like, hey, you updated. How about second update? I'll have to look it up later unless I forget, in which case it don't matter. In which case it ain't matter much. But I guarantee you there's probably going to be a lot of the two girls in the series. Now, from what I've seen, there's at least a page worth of Boar, which I guess kind of makes sense. Weirdly enough. I don't know what else to think of that. He's a tank. He's literally a tank. Not even human. And well, technically does have human form. But I don't, well, yeah, there is that department. Ugh. At least from what I've seen, I don't think I would dare to go any further to look into that. But, I don't remember how much, but it definitely was less than a page worth for Ori. And it wasn't even her full name. No, don't even know what her name is. Can you believe the disrespect? Oh well, whatever. I am taking solace in the fact that I did a drawing for her. Maybe I'll do another drawing of her at some point. Who knows? Give that MILF some love. Maybe I'll have Luna go after her. I don't know when. Some point. Maybe in the future. Probably. But yeah. It's a shame, really. A real shame. Anyways, what can you do but just draw more of that particular character? I guess that's what you gotta take into consideration when you see somebody saying artwork got taken down for some reason. And I said before, artwork in question is a kid or a teenager. If you really want to go down the semantics route, then yeah, there's different terminologies. But no matter what terminology you use, all of it goes down the route of child Poe. You know child Poe? Poe as a child? That's right. That's what we're talking about. But no, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. In full. Oh, and apparently Chris Hansen's back. I don't know why, but part of me wants to try to make a joke set up there. Obviously, let them know and be like, the Chris Hansen kind of deal with the Booty Warrior or Shrek, depending on what version of that you watched. Oh, I know who you are, Chris Hansen. Let's see, I call you Chris Hansen. Let's see, I watch your TV show all the time. So you can call in them polices, or bringing in the cameras and those police went outside. It don't make me no difference. Look, I tell you what, I likes you, and I want you. Now we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. The choice is yours. I don't know why. I just always had the funny thought that somebody would just go there as a joke. They're like, wait, this must be where Chris Hansen's little sting operation is. I'm going to bring dozens of boxes of pizza and be like, all right, time for me to make my joke. I don't know how the hell that would go. But maybe you are a fan who are like, maybe I can help you bring down some of their predators and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure they're more professional, and they probably wouldn't like just some rando coming in. Some rando they don't even know about. Coming in to try to even if they're offering pizza to all the cops and the camera crews, I'm pretty sure they probably still wouldn't like it. But I just imagine somebody out there doing that joke for shits and giggles, and now the scene's just out there somewhere. Yep, I don't know why. Not like the full scene, obviously. Don't commit to the end. Don't just go, oh, I say you choose the hard way then, and just lunge, Shrek style. But yeah, no, there's something about that scene that I just want to see played out at some point. Even if that means the person gets, like, arraigned for, like, breaking and entering because they're not the person that they were looking for. Sir, you broken into this house knowing that there was... Even though you knew that there was a sting operation, you still broke into this house to, interrupt the sting operation. Thanks for the pizza, but we're going to have to bring you in on trespassing charge. And he's like, oh, that's fine. I'll pay the fine. I just want to do this joke for the camera. And it's not really harmful because if you know the time that those fools are coming to their demise, then you know not to encroach upon the scene unnecessarily. All right, that's set. What was I going to look up again? Oh, right, that one. Right, well, here I go. Boop, boop, boop. And that's not where I wanted to go, but that's fine. Let's see. All right, is this the right one? I can't even remember how her freaking name was spelt. Alright, I'm just wasting my time, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Here we go. Oh, it was an A, right. It's just you're not showing anything. Alright, let's see. How many? Still not showing it. But I'm not getting an exact number? Are you kidding me? Never mind. It says 200, but that's not the character. I have no clue. My point here is there's barely anything of Ori, but a lot of the daughter and the daughter's friend, and I am quite disappointed. Where is the MILFs at? Where are the MILFs? It's like, where's the beef? Where's the meat, or wherever the fuck it was? Where's the MILF? Whatever. Background overlay. I've got more important things to worry about than trying to locate the MILFs. Now this is going to be interesting. See, like, what the hell? Now that's way more. Hold on. Why are you... Oh, that's right, because I'm still using the old thing. No, you fool. So I gotta find, like, the perfect balance here to make this look good. There's a very particular balance. Oh, wait, no, it's red in the bottom, right. It's red in the bottom. There's a balance. There's a balancing act here. I gotta find that balancing act. That's more magenta. What am I missing here? Because it's too damn red if I did it like that. But that's not gonna work either. Unless we did it at like 50 or something. Something like that. That's still not it. There's something here I'm trying to get across. I just don't know if I'm doing it right. You know the background I'm trying to get, right? You understand what I'm trying to get here? Maybe it's hard light. Or pin light. At like 100. Yes, something akin to that. Maybe not fully. I'm going to mess around with the colors a bit and see what we can do here. Like some teal-ish? No. It might not just be the pin light, although some of it might look like it's going to work. Alright, I'm going to do some hue adjustments here. No, hue adjustments. Okay, not that. Saturation adjustments. It's something akin to this. Maybe not fully just yet. Let me... What the hell? Interesting. Let me do some vivid lighting as well. We'll put it at 50 or something. 50 and... brighter? No. Ugh, again, difficult decision here to figure out how this is going to work. Like 75 or 80. And maybe the clouds need to be darker? Yeah, darker. Darker clouds. Maybe expand the sky a little bit more. Or maybe not. I can delete the blank now. Something along the lines of this. There's still a few things that probably could be adjusted. So, I don't know, maybe like background pin lights. Now here's where we have to go heavy on effects and figure out how the hell I'm going to do this. How the hell am I going to do this, Francis? Yeah, something along the lines of that, but make it darker. Maybe not fully. Maybe like a teal here. A darker teal. Okay, then I'm going to go over to here real quick. We're probably going to have some, some blue around the edges here or something. There's going to be a lot more things here that I got to work with, but it's fine. Some red over here. Now I need to go over to the darkness and put in some flowers. Jesus, everything is all over the place. Alright, do I have any flower stuff here? I do. I can do this. Or flower colors, I should say. Here you are. Not too much angle jitter. Space it out. Less scatter. And more size jitter, but only by 75. Good question. What's the other dynamic? That's fine. Just put a little bit of flowers in the background and then some of this. Like I said, it's meant to be more stylistic. Okay, too much. Okay, so then aside from that, we'll have some petal-looking things here. New petals. Oh, I don't know if I'm spelling that right. E-E-D-A-L-S? Could be some other... I'm just going to assume it's that. And now we're going to do something similar, but for this above everything. So more petals. A I'll keep it at a smaller value for this one. I don't even know if you can see these. You probably can't. We'll put it at 9. Put more at 9. And then we'll just have blood. Or at least blood splattered, but I probably need to adjust some things here. Make it at like 10 or something. And maybe make this like an overlay's too much. Vivid lighting? No. How about like 50 or something? There's a little bit of blood here. How's the blood gonna look here? Not even look like blood. Try to keep most of this portion though free from that's not what it's supposed to be. Free of this though. So just focus more so on the edge here. Yeah, like that. And maybe then I'll go on ahead and get some more darker variation of blood in here. Some blood. And there we go. How much of that matters down there, since that's you know, the way it looks. I think there's still some kind of petals that I want to add into this backdrop here. So like 30 coming off of this. But you still got like these little bits and pieces of stuff coming off of here. And don't you worry, we're going to have some lines up in here as well. Similar to what we have going on in that one series. You know the one. There's going to be some more background stuff here that's going to change some things, but it's fine. Can you even see this right now? God dang it. Also, let me just make sure that this is not covered with anything it doesn't need to be covered with. I mean, I guess that's kind of fine. All I gotta do is just add some more to the billboard, so you can at least see the names. I guess maybe I can go on ahead into here. That's not where I want to go. Go to kanji. I guess less than that. There we go. Well, it is getting close, but I think we'll be fine. Hopefully. We'll see. Then there's going to be the foreground, so kanji. So, this apparently means angel, that apparently means and that apparently means devil. I forgot what it was in full, but I have this up here. Something like blank to Akuma. Yeah, Denshito Akuma. But that's all together as one thing. Like, I don't know how the hell this would work if I just put in an entire text and be like, do this. It's going to be a whole bunch of goddamn words. Let's see here. So, should this be what the kanji looks like? Color-wise? Unclear. Unclear if that's what I want it to look like either. More saturation. Darker, more saturation. What do you want? Again, unclear. I mean, that one that kind of does look a little good. If I bring this to like 80 or something, or 50, and we just have this etched into the side like so. Right, cat? No mouse, just lick your chaps. I see how it is. I see how it is, Fred. Still ignoring me, huh? Blood. Or at the very least, something that resembles it, but not fully. Eesh. Well, that could work if I just go on ahead and do like an overlay or something. Oh, let's not forget it is kind of outlines. Let's do it at 20. And maybe vivid lighting instead. Never mind. Overlay. I still can't tell if that's actually doing anything. And I also still can't tell if this is actually, going to look good with the way this is set. I admit this at 50. Oh, apparently this thing is just too highbrow. Yeah, there we go. And I could do a little bit of this. Scatter, no count. Size jitter. And I think that might be fine. And this will just be particles. Oh geez. Too big of particles. 50. Try not to like overstay the thing's welcome. So if there's anything around the characters' faces, we've got to get rid of at least some of it, but not all of it. Most of this is fine. Surprisingly, that doesn't look too bad. Circles all over the place, but again, that's fine. Hell, I can even go to the background and just have that. Wait, where is this? And I could just have this all beneath it as well. So we have like just more particles in the entirety of this sequence here. I am still holding building number 4 on my person right here. And like put them behind things, and we got like our little particles over here. Blood particles coming up. If anything, we could probably make those smaller, actually, now that I think about it. The side one is fine, and I can go like 30 or something. 30, a little bit more further apart. You can't even see that one there. 20, a little bit more further apart. I don't even know if you can see that. Like particles, but that might be too much particles, so maybe I will get rid of the particles instead of... Where the hell are the particles at right now? Maybe don't put particles there? Yeah, that'll be fine. Unless I just go on ahead and just delete whatever is here. I could also, now that I think about it, go over to the petals. Petals. And make some of them darker down here while keeping them where they're at up there. There we go. I could probably do the same thing with most of the particles, probably, but make them brighter. Some darker here, some darker here. I could probably do some more adjustments to the darkness, making this area a bit more brighter. We're getting somewhere with this. It's close to what I had in mind, but it's probably not exactly what I had in mind. I think it was probably more blue here. Well, There's no easy way to get that blue back unless I go on ahead, take this, make this normal above the overlay, and just grab it like this. Where the hell am I? Well, if I'm... No, you fool. 100. There, I got that back. So I can do this, assuming this is what I want to do. Or it could be like a more solid, so like maybe 20. So it starts to get more bluer, but it's red down here. And I could do the same thing with this down here. Never mind, apparently not. Or maybe? I don't know. Hard to say, really. I'll get back to you on that one. Or not. Again, I am uncertain. I'm uncertain there might be a few things here that I might want to adjust a little bit before going any further. Like make the blonde's eyebrows a bit more darker. As well as anyone else with the lighter hair color. I feel like just anybody with a brighter hair color than their skin should definitely have darker eyebrows. Yep, even you, old man. Even you. Alright. It's almost past 4, but that's fine. We're close to done. Which is good. Being close to done. Over an hour. So now I just do all the shadows. And that is going to be fun figuring out how to do that here. I already kind of have an idea on where I want everything to be. No, go over here. I don't know how much I can really work with the shadows here. Like, at all. I'm not entirely too sure, but are you? Yeah, full on. Full on dark. So what does this look like on here? You can barely see much of anything from that up close either. Yeah, you got like darkness around her forehead here, so you can't see much of what's going on. Still visible, obviously, but, you know, some of it's kind of hidden. And then there's the hand down here. I'm just focusing on one bit at a time. Not too much to focus on, thankfully. And then there's you. I am curious to see how most of this is going to look like once the effects are going to be in. You guys already know what it looks like if you looked at the thumbnail. Depends, really, if you can see that much. But you got a much more fuller image to look at on DeviantArt anyways, and maybe even Twitter if you want to go there. But the image, the story, is not anywhere near there. And that's probably where I'm going to delete some of the things that have been placed there, but most of it's been erased. Right, cat? Adlank. The cat had just woken up, as you probably saw by her tail moving across the screen. But, yeah. Now, so you're drinking your water now, Moo Moo? Thirsty cat. But, yeah, so far so good, I gotta say. I think most of what we gotta do consists solely off of the effects, if we want to get close to what we want it to look like. So the fog, the effects, the lights, all that stuff. It's obviously not finished yet, but it's about to be. I don't know if there's anything more that I can add here. And again, I gotta delete any bits and pieces that are made here. I added a little bit more to the scythe, but I still don't know if that's what I wanted fully there. I guess it depends. Like I've said before, these designs are... what the hell? Oh, right, I forgot I had your hair just, like, off to the side. At least the hair line part off to the side, because I was, like, changing up your hair a bit. I feel like this hairstyle looks better, but there wasn't really too much I could figure out how to change with his general appearance. Like I did with his. His is a million times better than what it looked like before, I can tell you that much for a fact. It looks more mature and less childlike, I guess. Despite the fact that it just looked like, you know, usual emo look, I guess is the best way I can describe it. Right, most of the shadows are coming from that side. Don't forget that. I feel like there should be more shadows there, but it's fine. He hasn't shown his eyes yet. Maybe this is his average body or muscle mass. You get big arms like All Might. The only major difference here is he's a devil, and is perceived as the villain towards these guys, at least. At least I got like 4 of these guys in. See, I wasn't entirely too sure of what else I was planning on adding in with the Angels group, because I have at least a few good devil characters in mind. This doesn't even scratch the surface with the amount that I have in mind. As I've said before, we're adding in characters as we go along. Can't just add in everybody immediately as soon as the time is allotted, because that doesn't work. And this guy over here. Mr. Mysterious Boss Man. Who isn't a part, like, in the group right now, but he is the group, the leader. You do see him. Alright, there's a few things that I gotta probably delete here, like, you know, the shadow around the eyes for all of them. The shadows around these bits. This bit. Definitely this bit, no doubt about that. Was there any more bits of shadows that need to be deleted? Even though I don't think this is being shown as much, so I'll still delete it. And then this bit. Be careful not to go too far over. Well, now that we're getting a little bit more of the background position, let me try to adjust the brightness of the blood blade. And as soon as the blood exits your body, it's red. Makes sense once the oxygen hits it. Just don't know what more I could add here. I don't even know what the hell that is. I think that's just mostly the pen light doing its thing. Like, maybe if I put shadows here so we just have darkness, did that work? Kind of. It did make that area dark, but I think most of it's from the blood. And make some of the blood like that. And I guess I did kind of forget to put a texture in for the blood. It is similar to this one drawing that I did long ago that was inspired off of Tokyo Ghoul. God, how long ago was that, though? It was an old drawing. Probably in, like, album 12 or some shit. I'll try to find it. That was probably around album 12, but I would have to take a wild guess. Was it? It was 11. Album 11. And that's interesting. I even have like this old. I've forgotten that I've done this long ago. Despite it being an old drawing, I'm surprised it's as decent as it is. Still kind of holds up, but not as good as where I'm at right now. But no, this is the drawing I'm talking about. And then there's this stuff like right here. This is old though. Album 11 old. Before I've gotten better at like, drawing faces. I did adjust his nose a little bit to be more like, pointed. So point downwards. And the same with his nose over here. Trying to like change the noses up a little bit if I can, if there's any possibility. Like some long pointed nose and whatnot. Alright, where were we? We just finished the shadows, now we gotta do the fog. I'll have that be above everything, maybe. Depends, really. Let's see. Let's see if the fog here is gonna be good. I will save this, but I really just don't know if I'm gonna be able to fully utilize this at all, so I don't know. LS2Q. I'll just leave it like that for now. If I plan on doing any more with that, I'll try to like adjust it more to fit the procedure of effects and whatnot. Good question is, should the fog be more so blue? Maybe it could be like a bright pink. No, that's not going to work. A dark red. It could be a mixture of magenta and... See, now that could actually work. Provided I do... I don't even think I need too much in the way of fog either. I think I only really like one. Yeah, like, again, half and half. Man, oh man, doesn't this look like a Trix yogurt swirl? Don't take that there, cat spoon. I don't have the cat spoon on me. I'm gonna... Get over here, you see. I'm just gonna go on ahead and just swoop. I'm not gonna put that in my mouth since that has cat food residue on it. But you get the point. You get the point I'm trying to get across. I don't know what else I need to do in the fog department. If, like I said, anything, it would probably just be the background overlay. Yeah, we only just need one fog there. We don't need anything else for that. I think we're good there. And now we're just going to do the light rays. That's a good question. What the hell is the light rays going to look like? Blue? Red? Good question indeed. Yeah, I don't know, actually. Pinkish? That doesn't look like it's doing anything at the moment. Light yellow? No. Green teal. The lighting does kind of make a difference here. So I feel like a green teal would probably look pretty good to have for light here. Emphasis on probably. I can't say 100% for a fact. Alright. Just about a good time to try to end this soon now. We're actually rather close to finishing this off. Yeah. I say that looks good just to showcase most of this here. Oof. Oh wait, no, you gotta be 50. But I like this one being 100, actually. I'll make an exception with this one. You will be the only exception. Or maybe there will be more exceptions. Who knows? We are trying to go about this in a completely different manner than we have been doing before in the past, which is fine. And we got these nice little light flares coming down. Not going too far down now, I don't think. And of course, now we have the effects. Wait, no, not the effects. Back out. Oh yeah, I did kind of forget the shadows in the city, but I don't think that needs it. I'd say that doesn't need it right now. I'd say as it is right now, it's fine. Shadow rays off of the characters' bodies here. It is definitely an interesting setup of color schemes here. Compared to most of the others that I've done so far in terms of Elementals Reborn, Adventurous Ami, and Nova Guardians, this is definitely way out there in design. There's probably going to be like a few different types of mixtures of things here in the setup. So we got light blue first and foremost. That'll provide some light to the city. Maybe not too much there, but at least enough to get that kind of going. And we'll get some teal up in the city. Hopefully that'll look good. Depends on what kind of teal we've got going here. Teal in the city and teal off in the side here. Maybe some dark blue as well. Yeah. I mean, having dark blue here and here kind of works perfectly in hiding most of the characters in the back. I would say maybe even darker blue, but I'm not sure about that. Man, why does that one look so different on that side? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Light orange I think I can put somewhere around here. I don't know, maybe like off to the side here. Oops, god damn it. It's fine, it's a simple fix. I really wish you would stop making these annoying mistakes though. Maybe like get rid of it some on the flower. Depends really, but I think it's fine for now. Pink area would probably look pretty good in some places. Maybe not too much there. Now what about some magenta area? A darker magenta to have over on this side, maybe. And then we'll have a yellow area over here, symbolizing the good guys side. Okay, that's not yellow enough. That's too yellow. And again, that's too yellow. Might need another yellow then, potentially. Yeah, that could work. What is this one? Let's just call it, Soul Yellow Effect, #1. Hey, look at that, we got another new effect color. Something I should be making more efforts in trying to get more of, but I don't do that for some reason. I don't know why I don't do that, just to make any sense. Alright, go to Effects, Yep. And let me see if I can get a nice cyan area. Primarily for, the sunlight or the light effect. What else? What else? Maybe a purple area somewhere? As I've said, I'm uncertain. But a purple lining the lines here. What does that look like? Let me get rid of some purple on the face here and here. Now the only other thing before I start going into the sepia are lines. Now, this one's going to be interesting, but whoop. 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 Just gotta make sure that they're all straight lines. Because they ain't straight lines, and if they don't, take their own slot, then, no, that's on a child's face. I don't want it on a child's face. So pass it, child's face, of course. I should make sure I go in and make sure there's no other lines here I don't need. I gotta pay more attention when it comes to something like that because the shift will do that sometimes if I don't time my placement right. And sometimes the lines will be a tad bit off. Like there, I think. Probably put way more lines in. I mean, doing it with the stroke is better. Stroke technique. Make a mistake there. How much you want to bet there's a line here that's just out there somewhere doing something. Now I'm going ahead and make this like 50 so it's not too prominent, but there's still lines there doing their thing. Is the blood even noticeable here? Kind of. I guess what I could do for this one is get the blood to look brighter. Yeah, that'll do. Jesus. Don't forget, this is at a much more increased size than Nova Guardian or anything else. So it's way more larger with the amount of stuff that we've got going here. Now the only thing left to do is the sepia. I might adjust this depending on what the effects are affecting that. But this one's probably going to have like multiple differences as well. I have some that are just full on teal, or it could just be full teal in general. Like, not gonna lie, that could work, but it's a bit too much. It's all too much, Hank. Now, that could work for that. But do I have anything else I can use for, a nice solid red? That could work for this. No, I don't want that. I don't want that either. You fool. Red here. Like so. Maybe like a purple in the back. No. Dark blue in the back, regular blue in the back. Some shade of blue that makes it look like there's more blue. I can barely tell the difference there with these two characters. I think that's something I'm already using. Is it? Might be. Light blue sepia. Unclear. Okay, how about light then? What do we have here? Yeah, that'll work. Is that it? Is that where we want to end this? That's a good question. I could probably make the kanji be more noticeable so it's brighter. What does that look like? Yeah, make it more brighter so it's more apparent. The only thing I'm still not sure about is this. Do I want it to be brighter, or do I want to leave it as such? I mean, we can do some saturation adjustments, or brightness adjustments and saturation adjustments, or nothing. I'm going to do the same thing with this now. You can't see it, but there's something here that changes this thing's appearance. See, now, the thing is, I don't know if that's too bright or if it's not. It does seem good, though. Like, that is very faint and is barely, seen. But this is more open. Orange, red. You get what you have here. Heavenly Deadland. Everything lines up properly. We even got the kanji in the back there, and as well as just some cities in the back. If you didn't notice, there's a texture here that I use that you probably didn't see me use at all. Probably. Yeah, there's still like multiple things that could be adjusted, I'd say. Like these, for instance, I could probably make 50 or 40. Season 1, Episode 1. I don't know if there's anything more here that I want to do. I mean, maybe outside of, like, seeing if I can make your eyes brighter, but it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters that much, actually. I don't want any, like, bits and pieces of brightness in the background. And just, like, see. I think it's fine as it is. Honestly, I wasn't too sure at first. But, I'm glad this worked. I'm glad this worked out. I would say the only other thing that I would probably want to do now before I fully finish this up is to make the clouds even darker. Not too dark, but another 60 should do, right? Compared to what it was, at least you can see the clouds here. Which there might be a way I can do an inverse adjustment, invert. But I guess it doesn't matter because it's showing the clouds here. Is there anything I want to do to the sky here to adjust it, or is it fine as is? Man, the sky barely even makes that much of a difference. Do that and the sky looks brighter in the middle. Is that what we want? Honestly, I feel like that's fine as is. I think that's it. I think. I'm tired as hell and I'm having a hard time trying to freaking focus. Ugh. But I think that's pretty good. Any adjustments that needs to be made, well, we'll make them, but I don't think there's any adjustments that need to be made. I think we're good. I think we're as good as we can be right now with the series' first episode. That's the wrong one. Definitely a huge increase from the other series' first episode, so there you go, folks. With effects, without effects. With effects, without effects. Even though most of the effects in the background is there, but yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to remember it, but the idea here is to try to keep the kanji of the series episode's name here, like so, in some way, shape, or form. Read it like down here. But yes, there we have it. The first episode of Heavenly Deadland. Whew, that one almost took 2 hours too. Oof, I was hoping I'd have a little extra time, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. So anyways, there you go, folks. So without further ado, thank you all for watching today's episode of Art Time. Thank you for sticking around with my tired ass. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Art Time right over here. And Thursday, most recent episode of Played Up right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Later.